Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Gulag, where, it's cold, we've not got very much money, we've got some power issues, we've got new prisoners arriving, apparently, and yeah, we need to start getting this stuff sorted out. So let's double check the utilities here. Why is this powered off? Is it because... Yeah, okay. So we need another capacitor, which we can just afford. And we'll get that ordered up so that that can power up this new workshop here. Bennett and Platter are standing around in this room looking very, very upset with themselves because it's freaking dark in here. There are... Well, it's dark because there's no power. But I also think that there aren't enough lights. Where have I put the lights in this room? Can I see in utilities? No, I can't. Because the power isn't turned on. When the power does get turned on, I should be able to see what is happening and start to get some of this stuff underway. I tell you what, in the meantime, I know that I need wood for turning into things, but I don't quite need that much wood just at this particular point in time. So let me sell up a bit of that wood. And hopefully that will get us... Oops. That will get us a little bit closer to getting this guy down here online. We'll just go up to 2 speed. There we go. Okay, so we've got our extra capacitor in. How are we doing? Alright, just enough juice. So, I need to bear in mind that the next time I need to do this sort of stuff, I'm going to need to add more capacitors so that each of these workshop objects then gets fixed up with power. Because it's not good having... this big workshop here, and no one able to use it. So, max 30 jobs, 0 qualified, but we've got, oh no, he's disappeared. We've got our training underway. There is where is it? Regime. Not regime, policies. Policies? Programs, edit schedule. So, where are we? Carpenter apprenticeship and a workshop safety course. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. So hopefully we should be able to get people, you know, trained up and ready. So there's 13 interested in that. None are interested in carpentry though. I think they need to do the safety induction first. So when we get through these, we should be able to start getting more and more people working in the workshop and start churning some cash out of these boys. So that's good. Let's get a couple of other bits and pieces out of the way and see if we can start getting, because this prison manufacturing facility, 30 license plates, that's going to be a ways away. We're not going to get to that anytime in the not too distant future, which is unfortunate, but it's going to happen. We've got some releases. Hey, that's what we need. A little bit of cash from these 2 dudes leaving the prison. Who are they? Hare and Jones. Ah, Herr Jones. So they've been released. That's given us 6 grand, which is ace. That should be enough to sort of help us keep chugging a few things along. So let's look at governmental security rating, shall we? We should be able to get this lined up relatively quickly. So armed guards, we need 2 guys on patrol, and we need 2 dog handlers on patrol. So at the moment, we've only got 1 armed guard. Let's get another one. Plop him in. We'll spawn him in the security room, which is nice. He can go into the armory and get his weapons. Well, no, he's just going to go and stand in the armory. We're going to also need a couple of dog handlers. 1, 2. Excellent. And with these newfound friends, we're going to, in deployment, during eat time, which is... No, it's... this one here, isn't it? Yes, we're going to have an armed patrol. Alright, so we've got 1. I guess during this time... No, it's this time here, isn't it? Okay, and we've got 1 in there. Okay, so we'll have another patrol on the bottom end of the yard during that period. And then during the eat time... Yeah, I think 1 is fine in there. This is work time, so let's also have an armed guard in here during work time. So we can have one patrolling in the laundry, one patrolling in the workshop, just to keep people suppressed. Dog patrols, I would like to have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, because they're going to probably tunnel out that way. So what we're going to do is go, alright, well, during time 1, we're going to have these 2. During time 2, we're going to have these 2. During time 3, we're going to have these 2. And then time 4, which is when everyone's asleep, I guess, you know what? We won't deploy them at the in the nighttime. We'll have them patrolling out during the daytime, and hopefully we can sniff out any tunnels that may occur during the daytime. Probably not the best way to do it, but hey, look, we'll see how it rolls, and we'll see how things go. I'll tell you what, one other thing we need to do, it's work-free time now. Let's do... Now, we'll wait until they go to bed, and then we'll bust out a shakedown and just see if there's anything we can spot here. Cool, so that got us the armed guards and dog patrol grant. So we're back up to a healthy amount of cash now, which is ace. I think the next thing that we need to do is just see if there's any new ones that we can have. Max Tech, education, drugs, blah, 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 blah. Find 10 illegal narcotics. We could probably do that. We've got a shakedown on the way to help us with that. And tool cleanup. Remove the supply of stolen tools. Remove the supply of stolen weapons. Cool. Let's get that one as well. Oh. We already got the drug one. Okay, cool. That makes it easy. Cellblock C then, I guess, can be our next target. That's given us... Wow, we're back up to 45 grand. So we're doing really nicely so far as cash goes. And that will then let us expand out and start this... the skinny, long, C-shaped prison wing, which would be nice. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have a big, long one here, and then we'll have common areas maybe at the ends or something to that effect. But we'll see how we go. So let's get into planning, and we'll have a bit of a think about this because I want to have this fairly tightly packed, right? So I want to have a cell that's like, should we have them so that they're 4 meters like this? So we have just like a bed and a toilet. It might be nice, but let's do a quick check first. Have we got small cells? Yes, we do. Excellent. Okay, so we have the ability to do this, which, hello, what have we here? We've discovered a tunnel. Shakedown. Alright, so while that shakedown is underway, hopefully this is just a false flag that the dogs have picked up, but I want to double check and be sure. So we'll do that shakedown and we'll see if we can find any tunnel development in process. And in the meantime, I'll get on to planning this. So we're going to have these lovely 4 long cells, and then a gap of 2, and then a 4 long cell like this. I'm aware that that said 5, but it's okay, because that's 5 including the back wall. So if we do it like this, and then have this coming up like yonder, we can have a big, long, single wide, massive prisoner capacity area. What we might even do, I tell you what we might even do is use this here as like a canteen for MinSec, and maybe this can be a MinSec wing. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, and we need to figure out, there's a couple of other things we need to figure out, but that's fine. So let's just get started with planning this out. It's going to be a fairly rat shit sort of area, honestly. It's going to be, pardon my French, but it's not going to be the most pleasant of places for these guys. They're going to be crammed in like sardines, but these are the people, if we get these in as normal sec, these are going to be the people that make us money. And good amounts of money. And so, oh, there is a tunnel. Huh. Oh, is that the existing one that I just totally forgot to remove? Oh, dear. Oh, Astro, you Burke. Well, we found... Oh. We found the end of it. But we didn't find the start of it. Search toilets again. Let's do another toilet search and see if we can figure out where that's coming from. Meanwhile, let's get this all planned up. Aha! There it is. Materials, remove tunnels, zip, done. So, whoever this guy is, he needs to be, I guess, punished. Let's put him in solitary for 12 hours. That'll learn him. Okay. He was almost to the fence. Well, it doesn't make sense. He was all the way out. The tunnel went all the way out. Have I just forgotten that tunnel from last time? Was that the one that happened when the escape occurred? It's been a couple of days since I played. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get this block lined up. So what we're going to do... Yeah, I've got some good feelings about this now. This is starting to make a lot of sense in my mind. So what we're going to do is have this big long cell block like this, right? And this is going to extend all the way up like this. Cool. And then we're going to have, at the end here, a 2-wide corridor that leads down into this lovely big... Yeah, let's have it like this. And we'll have another canteen on here. Oh, sorry, a kitchen. We're going to connect this section up here like this. And then that should allow us... So that's going to be a nice corridor. Or should we have another corridor that branches off? Maybe we can move this storage room and have a corridor that wraps off around the outside. That might be a pretty good idea, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way that we go. So we're going to have this storage room here. This is going to turn into a big double-wide corridor that's going to lead out like this. Right? And like that. This will allow the armory guys and the security guys to sort of just nip up around here and do whatever they need to do. Kitchen staff can come this way to get whatever they need. And yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be good. Okay, I'm feeling this. This is feeling good. And then we can have let's have them going this way. 7 by 7. It's probably going to be too large, but right? These are going to be, I'll tell you what, let's go all the way up. We'll extend this up one more, like this. We'll clean this out, like this. So this will just be a massive room to begin with. Clean out that. 2 more cells in here. 1, 2. Oh, we can, nope. We can fit in 1 more row of cells. Very good. Okay. And then in here we're going to have a massive, it's going to need to be really big canteen, right? So that can be all canteen for MinSec. This can be all, well, first of all, we're going to need a kitchen. I'll keep a corridor here, right? So we can have the kitchen going like this. And then we can have some parole rooms here, so that these guys can get their parole on. We're not going to have a corridor there, because we don't want them joining into this. And that way we can segregate these 2 areas quite nicely. Down the bottom here, we're going to have a big L-shaped common room. It's not going to be super spacious. And I kind of don't want that to join to there, now that I look at it. Yeah. So it'll be like this. They can just have a big, massive common room at the other end of the wing. And the only way in or out is going to be this new corridor here. Good. Good. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy. And then here, we're going to have another storage zone. This is where we're going to move the storage room. And this way, this can be, you know, a bit more indoorsy as well. So we'll pop a room there like that. Good. We're going to have just a standard door on the front of that. We'll line it up with this guy. And I kind of feel like, because when you put a window on the outside, it lets all of the warm air out, right? And the room gets cold. I kind of feel like if I put a window here, it'll help heat this external room up. So we're going to try that. Let's go to objects. And This is because I've been playing RimWorld as well, right? In RimWorld, you press E to rotate instead of that. But anyway, so in RimWorld, you've got like vents that you can use to help filter heat around. In this case, I'm going to try and use these windows to do the very same. Hopefully, it'll do a thing. Oh, another page. Lovely. What's this? Gangs. Cool. And we've got the gang logos here. Excellent. I have so many of these that I need to get, and I just never get them all. I've never gotten them all in a single playthrough. Okay, rooms. Rooms. Garbage. Right, and we'll have garbage at the top here. Then we're going to have storage down here, like this. Very good. This is now no longer a storage room. We can now get the foundations lined up here so that they can go all the way up like this. All the way across like this. Have I missed a little notch? I have. Let's get that queued up. Thank you. And then all the way down. How are we doing for cash? 16 grand. These are very... Oh, dear. Okay. We can't afford to build the whole thing yet. Let's go halfway. Let's go to here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start turning on zones within this prison. So if we're going to deployment now, we're going to say MedSec is this canteen, this yard, this kitchen, this cleaning cupboard, these guys down here, this laundry, this common room, this, and you know what? And this, and all of this, and this, and these, and this visitation. Great. These guys are going to need visitation as well, aren't they? Not great. Okay, we'll figure that out. Maybe I'll demolish the staff room and make that MinSec visitation, and then we can move a staff room elsewhere within the prison. But that foundation, once complete, should... Oh, shit. Hang on. Materials. Fence. Forgot to check the fences before I started, didn't I? Demolish walls. So we'll clean out those walls there. And hopefully that'll happen before the foundation gets completed. Which actually should be relatively simple because I haven't built a door into this area yet, which I may need to think about. But I'll tell you what, I'll let them demolish the walls first, and then we can worry about the rest of it. Now, the next thing that we're going to need to do is... oh dear. Well, there's two next things that we need to do, now that I think about it. The first thing we're going to need to do is I'm going to turn off this intake for medium security. And once we get normal security or MinSec up and running, I'm going to just open that up. So we're going to slowly let this area kind of drain down a little bit. And I've just realized that MaxSec aren't actually going to have anywhere to live, which is a bit of a problem that I didn't actually think about. So, yeah, I'm sure you guys aren't used to that. Right, well, where are we going to house MaxSec? I suppose we can... Alright, hang on. Let's go like this, and we're going to set one of these as MaxSec, and this canteen, yard, and workshop, and laundry. These can be shared. And this, and this. They can be shared. Okay, and that can be shared. So these guys can, you know, can be reassigned into a MaxSec. Oh my god, what's this? No accessible canteens. Oh, what am I doing? They can't use the corridor. Okay, there we go. Are there still any that... Oh, Pete. For Pete's sake. Alright, look. Alright, alright. Back it all out. Back it all out. All of this can be backed out. Let's just reset all of that. I have made a boo-boo. Okay, let's do this. So, large jail door can go here. Ooh, look at this luxuriously wide corridor. I'm kind of down with this. We'll dismantle this door. And as soon as that door is in, that foundation should sort of do its thing. There it goes. So this section is now good to go. So what we're going to do is bring our mouse back into the screen because that's where it's needed. I'm going to leave these open. Alright, so it just becomes a nice open corridor. And we're going to start populating out MinSec and start getting some cash in so that we can then get the rest of this underway. First thing we're going to need to do is run in some juice. So we're going to need some power that runs right down the high diddle diddle here. And it's going to need to connect up to this one or this one. Not that one. Definitely not that one. This one should be relatively light. So we'll just pull this across here. And there's still like 6 slots for capacitors, so we should be okay on this. So that's got power in there. These boys are going to lay that cable down. We're going to need some pipes to bring some water in, so we can run that, I guess, up like this. It's going to need... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to run this up to here, and then out like this, and then down in between the buildings, which I'm already screaming at myself and thinking that this is a really foolish idea. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We can also use this for our boilers, which we're going to need through here. So water boilers, we're going to need one probably per block. So we'll pop one here to start with. Yeah, that's good. Okay, great. So, hot water. Hot water. Cold water? I think I still need to pipe that in, and we'll just make some little jutting pipes. Pipes which jut across like this, to supply that up, and a hot water pipe that can come across from this boy over to these ones, and that should take care of that. I've just realized there's no heating in these cells. Oh well. Good. And then materials, brick wall. Get a couple of hero cells set up here. Beauty. And we can then go objects, bed. Damn it. Like this. Like this. We're going to have a toilet. In each cell, we're going to have a air drain. This and this. And a shower head. Bingo bango. Okay, cool. So that should take care of the basic requirements. JL doors, we're going to need a couple of those on these cells. That should be fine. And those 2 cells, once completed, I can then just copy pasta all the way down. So that should be groovy. How are people going to get into and out of this section? Ideally, this will seal all the way to here. And that'll just be a wall. So this whole alleyway will have no access whatsoever, with the exception of here. Let's go objects. Solitary door. I think I was looking at this. So a solitary door should be able to keep the heat in a little bit better. So let's try that. And it's going to be more secure than a standard door. So hopefully that will then let us... What? Oh, that will then let us, you know, keep this place a little bit less frigid. Good. Okay. Materials, concrete tiles. I want this tiled up here. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Garbage and storage is doing its thing. Very happy with that. And so the only thing we need to do now is get the rest of this... Oh, objects. Light. Cool. These MinSec guys are going to get crammed in and then churned out. That's the goal. But that is a goal for next episode. So next time we'll build out the rest of this cell block. Any extra cash we get we'll use to extend this. And then we'll build them a lovely big common room. And I think we're getting very close to needing to buy these out so we can extend our fences. Because we're growing dangerously close to the edge of the map at the moment. But that's a problem for next time. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope to see you next time. See ya.